This is November in Iowa, and we're getting ready to have a snowstorm, and it's time to plant peach seed. See this 5-gallon bucket here? This is all peach seed. This is Alberta, Georgia, and Red Haven. They're all going to be large trees. Okay? So, in order to plant peach seed, you got to find yourself a nice flat piece of ground. I mow it all off. You know, this is all covered with weeds originally. And try to find the flattest piece you can find. You're going to take those seeds here, and you're going to find the area that you're going to use as your test plot, and you're going to scatter these seeds pretty close together. In fact, they're going to be real close together. And then, what you're going to do is you're going to cover all them seeds up. And see this hardware cloth? See the holes in it? You're going to cover it in that. Then you're going to weight down the sides with anything you got. 4x4s, you know, boards or patio blocks sometimes work, you know, on the outside edge. That is to keep the critters from taking them. Now, my trees produced an enormous amount this year. We easily got probably close to 1,000 pounds. We sold close to 500 and something, close to 6, gave away 3, so yeah, it's pretty close to that. And I raked up all the seeds that I could of the peaches that fell on the ground. That's these, okay? And there's still more on the ground over there, so I think the animals have pretty much had their fill. But rodents, they'll drag them off. Coon, they'll drag them off. So that's the purpose of this here, okay? Now, once this is down, and you got it all staked, and we got a storm coming tomorrow. That's why I got to get this down before it snows. And then what you do is, when the weather is so cold that it freezes, get yourself a 5-gallon bucket and then dump water on top of them for that water freezes solid. Unless you have a good area that gets really wet, you know, with water all set on it, then you don't have to, or, you know, or a big rain, you know, freezing rainstorm, you know, they're going to stay wet, you don't have to, okay? Now, in the spring, what you're going to do, you're going to take your weight off the edges, and those plants, they'll get up about, if you can see this, they'll get up about this high, okay? Oh, I don't know how high that is. I'm guessing like, what, 6 to 8 inches, you know? And what you're going to do is you're going to grab this here and start peeling it back slowly, and those plants, with the leaves on them, are going to pull through these squares, okay? And then you take what's left of your wire that you used, and then get yourself some stakes, and then use this wire to put around your test plot to protect your plants, because those nice tender peach trees are sweet, and it's amazing how many animals like to eat them. Okay? Now, once the trees get up about, oh, that high, or, you know, this high, or, you know, not like that, you know, but like this, that, well, that, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to start digging them up. You're going to put them in flower pots or little buckets to sell, or you're going to find other areas where you want to plant them, and then you're going to dig them up and you're going to plant them. Okay? But it didn't make a difference. Excuse me. It does not make a difference how you throw down the seed. They're going to grow. And if you throw down the seed, or you know, make them all nice and neat, they're not going to stay that way. They're going to move by spring. Okay? This is how you do this. All right? Now, you cannot plant the seeds in the ground. They have to be on the top. Okay? This is the order in which it works. Okay? They have to go through that freeze cycle. They crack open on their own. They will anchor themselves in the ground and they'll grow. Okay? Now, this is a pretty good moneymaker. I got a tree, you know, like this. That's, you know, that's $10, you know, usually, or the price may go up depending on the economy. You know, you got something like this. You know, I never have any that last that long. Mine, if I go to sell them off, they're usually short, okay? Or they're about like this, you know. I'm not gonna waste no time. I want people to, Excuse my nose is running. I want people to buy them and get them out of my area, you know, because I got other things I do, you know, in my orchard, you know. But it's a good money maker. Now, considering I got a 5-gallon bucket here, and you can see that, and you figure every one of those seeds will grow, and I'll sell those plants early for $5 a piece, right? How many think's in that bucket, right? And then the ones that get too tall and I run out of room and I have no place for them, I donate them. This is what I do every year. Every year. So, see you in the spring.